Hello everyone, how's it going? Today is December 7th, 2015, and I'm going to show you how to set up like a Jupyter in 2025 there. So currently I'm on my terminal, and this is like a empty directory I just created for this tutorial. So first of all, we need to set up a Python virtual environment. So in 2025, the recommended way would be using something called UV. So if you don't know what UV is, it's basically a newer version of like Python package manager. I think it's implemented in Rust. It's super fast there. So you can search online on how to set this up, or maybe later I'll create a video on this as well. But right now, let's assume we already installed a UV. So UV is already available in my environment. And I can just like UV venv. So this will create like a virtual environment. Then let's see what it does. So it basically creates like this .venv directory under the current directory. So this is the virtual environment that we can use, that we can source into it, like source.venv, and then being activate. So now we are inside the virtual environment, and then I'm going to use cursor. Cursor dot will open the current directory. So this is my cursor. And I'll resize my window. Let me rearrange this a little bit. Okay, so yeah, now let's get. Now let's create like a Python notebook file. Let's say I'll just call it test.ipynb. So basically IPython notebook. This will create an IPython notebook file. We can add a code block to it. So let's just do something trivial. A equals 1, B equals 2, and then probably print out the result of A plus B. We can directly run this Jupyter inside cursor, but however, there will be some setup for the first time there. So we'll get into it. So to run this code block, you can press on your keyboard like Shift plus Enter. Then for the first time, it will ask us to install some like the kernel there. So it's pretty smart because we open cursor under this virtual environment. So this is important. We have to use the cursor command line when the virtual environment is in the active stage. Then it will directly know our virtual environment. But you still need to install Jupyter kernel here. So we can click install, but we'll run into issues, and I will tell you how to solve that in the next step. So just click install, and then it will say there's no pip installer available in the selected environment. So I know exactly why. So let's go back to here. So basically, if you look at inside the venv bin directory, there's no pip here. There's a Python. So if you inside the active stage, if you type like a which Python, we can confirm that it's using the virtual environment Python, but there's no pip here. So the way to do it is super simple. You can just like uv pip install pip. So uv pip basically is the pip operated by uv, not the pip inside the virtual environment. So the philosophy of uv is like giving you a minimum environment. So you don't need pip because it kind of assumes everything happened inside UV already. However, it's just like our cursor would need to use pip to install the Jupyter kernel. So that's the reason we need to install pip. So if you want a pip, let's give you the pip. So we can just say UV pip install pip. Yeah, it's super fast. Even less than 1 second pip is available. Now we can confirm which pip. You see the pip is actually coming from the virtual environment, not the system pip there. Now, let's go back to our code block and try to run it. Shift Enter. Again, this will pop up install. Because right now we already have pip available, you see cursor is actually calling the pip to install the IPY kernel. So let's just let it finish. And now everything is finished. Then we can shift enter. You see this cobalt runs and this is the result. And let's try another trivial example. So let's just try a for loop. Shift enter just to make sure everything runs. Yeah, so right now you can just inside cursor, you can type in your like whatever code block, try to run it inside the cursor without needing to open a website there. So that's how I would set up like a brand new Jupyter environment using UV cursor. Yeah, for a more modern Jupyter setup. If you found this video helpful, please smash the like button. It really helps support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Subscribing also helps the algorithm recommend similar videos to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.